নট গোয়িং অন। কোথায় হচ্ছে? কোথায় হচ্ছে কিছু? না, ইট ইজ টেকিং প্লেস। আচ্ছা, ফাইন। Farnopa diffraction of single slit. So this diagram I have shown you. This is the slit width D and center of symmetry here is O. One ray that will bend from this midpoint, striking at P. Okay, due to diffraction. Right? So this distance along this, from this one along this distance with vertical distance we call x. So this point is an arbitrary point, that is x. D is the slit width. Write down first. D is the slit width. Now see, what is diffraction? Once again, this diagram I am showing. In Farnopa diffraction, rays are incident ray are parallel. Right? So here, what will happen? One ray will strike straight without any bending. Another ray of light that will bend like this. Okay. So this one is represented by O point, and this is represented by T point. Right? So what is the and this theta, angle theta, we call theta is called diffraction angle. Theta is called diffraction angle. Up to this much is clear. Theta is called diffraction angle. Now, then, now what you will see on the screen? On the screen it will be symmetry. Right? On x side, plus x side and minus x side, it will be symmetry. Right? That's it. But you observe this side it is plus x, this side will be minus x. So this line, this one will bend also this side. Symmetry, it will be symmetry. Whatever intensity you will get here, similarly you will get this side. We are observing along this axis. We are moving along this axis. And we see where maxima is taking place, where minimum is taking place. And we are moving along x axis or minus axis. Both will be symmetric, x and minus x. So we will discuss plus x, then put some minus sign, that will be minus x. Understand? Whatever you get here, similarly you get here. So this side positive side, this side negative side. So this ray will bend, this side positive theta, this will be negative. Okay. Now, as I have discussed, what you observe? You are moving along x axis. This is x. X is the distance. So we are moving along, you are searching where you are getting maximum or minimum. And this is your y axis. What is y axis? Your tool is measure the intensity. Y axis is your intensity. Intensity is y axis is your intensity at the midpoint. This is plus x, this is minus 1. What is this is intensity. What you observe? You will get a central maxima. Central maxima like this. First one. You will get brightest maximum at the center point, at O. At the point O, you will get maximum intensity. What is the value of x? This case x is equal to 0. Then, it is center maximum. Theta is equal to 0. Undiffracted beam. you will get maximum intensity like this. Then you will get series of maxima with decreasing intensity. Similarly here you will get at the center undifracted beam, you will get maximum intensity. Then you are moving. You move, then you get minimum. Then you get maximum. Then another maximum. Like this. If you search along the x-axis, you will get these types of intensity. Right? So this is called central maximum. Central, this point is called central maximum. This is called first order maximum. First. This is second order. Similarly, this is first. This is second. Series continues. First, second, third, fourth, like this. Series continues. First order, second order, third order, fourth order maximum. These maxima are called secondary maxima. Secondary maxima, right? So we get central maxima and secondary maxima. Central maxima is the highest intensity. Their intensity keeps on decreasing, falling symmetrically. In the first order, second order, third order, fourth order. Actually, এটা যতটা ডিসটেন্স আছে এগুলো সেম ডিসটেন্স। এটা যদি x1 হয় এটা মাইনাস x2। আচ্ছা, now what is this properties of this? আচ্ছা, diffraction pattern, we call it, this is called fringe pattern or diffraction pattern, intensity pattern, right? So what is the properties? Diffraction pattern. Diffraction pattern of a single fringe. Diffraction pattern consists of first point A, central maxima, you will get a central maxima with a series of secondary maxima. You get a central maxima with highest intensity, then a series of secondary maxima. First order, second order, third order, fourth order, any number you can take, you can get that. Here, whatever the picture that represents this. First, then B point. B point, I think I have told you, intensity of the secondary maxima decreases with distance. You are searching, you are moving along that speed along x-axis, right? So intensity decreases as x increases, right? Or order number. intensity. This side first order, second order increases. Same. Symmetry. Exactly symmetry. Mirror image you get. Second point is clear. Third point. This you. Which of the central maxima? So if we set x1 to x minus x1 to minus x2, so with this minus x1 to plus x1, with this 2x1. Right? So this distance. Okay. So width of the central maxima is twice, 2 times. That of secondary maxima. Secondary maxima. Okay, this width is 2 times more than this. Understand? Secondary maxima. Width of central maxima is the largest and it is 2 times more than secondary maxima. Now, as I have told you, secondary maxima all are same width. Understand? No. Width remains constant. Hey, one second. I'm asking. Width of this is 2 times more than this. Same. This width is the same. Width decrease नहीं होगा. Central maxima it is 2 times more than all secondary maxima. All secondary maxima are the same. Width are not changing with distance or order number. It remains same. So this thing we will observe on the screen. Now, what is the theory? So this is the basic phenomena. As I have told you, you have to know the phenomena, what is happening. Then one formula will be given. Derivation is not in your syllabus. From that derivation, from that formula, you have to derive something. Right? Achha, 1 second. What is this? What is this? This is minima. First order minima. Second order minima. Like this. Intensity. First order minima. Second order minima. Like this. So these are maximas. These are minimas. Maxima इतना बड़ा minima कैसे? Minimum intensity theoretically it is 0, but in real it will not be 0. Theoretically, I will show you the minimum intensities are 0, all are equal, but practically there should be some intensity. Understand? Theoretically it will be 0. Those things I will be showing you. Now what is the theory? Theory for this? What is the formula? I is equal to this two is this formula you have to remember. I naught sin square alpha by alpha square. What is alpha? Alpha is equal to pi c sin theta by lambda. Now we take it. Theta is diffraction angle and alpha is also an angle. I is equal to I dot sin square alpha by alpha square. Same formula. What is alpha? Alpha is something. Physically you cannot think. But theta you can think. What is theta? Theta is this one. Theta is this. Understand? So from theta you can derive alpha. First of all you should check whether alpha is an angle or not. Right? Pi is an angle. What is sin theta dimension? It is dimensionless. Some number will change. Right? is what? Some distance length, alpha is length. So it is the unit of some angle. So that angle is called alpha. Understand? Alpha square. Pi d sin theta by alpha. Alpha is the wavelength. Alpha wavelength. Sorry, alpha. Lambda. Lambda is wavelength. Pi is pi. What is d? D is the width of the aperture. What is theta? Theta is the refraction angle. And alpha depends on the physical parameter theta. D किस चीज का डिस्टेंस है? D जो बोला था ये डिस्टेंस. Done. From this formula we will derive intensity of central maxima, secondary maximas and secondary minima. Fine. Now I am telling, if theta increases, lambda also increases. If theta increases, alpha also increases. If theta increases, alpha also increases. Sin theta maximum value will be how much? Theta maximum value will be 90 degree. Right? Theta maximum value will be 90 degree. So in that line, up to 0 to 90 degree we are talking. If theta increases, sin theta, this alpha also increases. First part is clear. We are talking about 0 to 90 degree. Theta maximum value is 90 degree. Then, for the first central maxima, where central maxima will take place, theta is equal to 0. Theta is equal to 0, we tell theta tends to 0. Same thing, theta is equal to 0, we call it central maxima, we call theta tends to 0. Theta is equal to 0, theta is equal to 0 is not get. Any number you divide by 0 will not get. Theta tends to 0. If theta tends to 0, alpha also tends to 0. Theta tends to 0, sin theta tends to 0, so alpha also tends to 0. Once again, where you get theta, where you get central maxima, you get unrefracted mean, theta is equal to 0. Understand? So this theta tends to 0, so it takes it. Otherwise, you cannot divide by theta. So it tends to 0, that condition, alpha also tends to 0. So what is the central maxima value? I is equal to I naught okay. What is the maximum value in that case? If alpha tends to 0, in the right line. What is the value? It will be 1. Sin alpha by 1, this is equal to 1, this point is equal to 1. So I is equal to what? I is equal to I naught. I is equal to I naught. Central maxima will get at theta tends to 0. If theta tends to 0, alpha tends to 0, then we get this nice formula. Limit alpha tends to 0, sin alpha by alpha is equal to 1. Put this 1. So maximum intensity is equal to I naught at the center. Done. Second point. Minima. Again I write I is equal to I sin square alpha by alpha square. Okay. Now where you get secondary minima? Alpha increases. Zero case here, sir. Listen, sir. Before we write it. Zero case, theta tends to zero, then we are moving to the top. We are moving along the x-axis. Okay. Theta tends to zero. That case what? We have got central maximum. Now alpha is somewhere. We are moving. We cannot physically do it. Right? So alpha is somewhere. We cannot make it in zero. So intensity will be minimum. So which alpha continuously increases. You are moving as if you are moving along x-axis. Alpha is continuously increasing. Now this will modulate. Right? Time factor will determine the intensity profile. While it will be minimum, tan alpha is equal to 0. Right, sir? The alpha continuously increasing. You are checking while you are getting the minima. So you will get this condition. Time alpha is equal to 0. So alpha is equal to how much? Alpha is equal to plus minus like this. A is equal to 0, that is theta is equal to 0. We have discussed. Alpha is equal to 8 pi. Theta is equal to 0, that is A is equal to 0. We have discussed. Both positive side and negative side will get. We discussed with positive side. Yeah? Negative side, just a negative side. If alpha is equal to 8 pi, first write down. If alpha is equal to 8 pi, what is the alpha value? Tell me. Alpha value is how much? Alpha you are judging something. What is the real parameter? Pi. Alpha is equal to pi p sin theta by lambda. Alpha is equal to positive side only. Negative side same thing will come. N starts from 1 to 3 2. N is equal to 0. Central maximum. We have discussed. So this case, pi will cancel out and we will get d sin theta is equal to n lambda. If you solve, sufficient. So this is the condition where you get of which theta you will get minima. N is equal to 1, theta has to be capital. Theta is equal to sin theta is equal to lambda by d. N is equal to 2 lambda by d. Right. So this part is clear. Next. Secondary maximal. Third point. Secondary maximum. Maximum. Same formula as I have told you. Phenomena base. You have to know what is happening. Then use the formula. Secondary meaning maximal, what you will get? As you move along the x-axis, you will get one maxima, second maxima, third maxima, like this. Same equation, I is equal to I am writing. Tell me now, tell me. I naught, how much? Sin square alpha. Sin square alpha by alpha square. Alpha keeps on increasing as you are moving along x-axis. Theta keeps on increasing. So 0 by 0 case is not correct. Will not get. So this keeps on increasing. So in a local point, you will get sin alpha will be which star will determine this star. Right? So this will module the intensity. What is the maximum value? Sin square value 1 and 0. So maximum value sin square alpha is equal to 1. Right? So alpha keeps on increasing. So we will get first local maximum with this condition sin square alpha is equal to 1. This is called first secondary maximum. So alpha is equal to how much? If alpha is equal to 1, sin alpha is equal to plus minus 1, and you can have alpha is equal to 2n plus minus 1 plus minus pi by 2. Now, once again, n is equal to how much? N is equal to 1, 2, 3. Once again, this formula we see alpha is equal to n is equal to 1 plus sin u c, n is equal to 2 plus sin u c, n is equal to, and also n is equal to minus 1. Plus series with plus n number, minus series with minus n number. Clear or not? General formula. So this will be, for n is equal to 1, it will be 3 pi by 2, and the same negative side will be minus 3 by 2. So n will be minus 1. Right? So we will discuss with the plus sign. Minus sign automatically you will get. Right? So this is the condition for secondary maximum. Next, tell me what is alpha value? Alpha you are seeing something. What is alpha value? We have parameter pi. Very good. Pi d sin theta by lambda is equal to alpha is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. Right? Now pi will cancel out. We will get d sin theta is equal to final thing. You have to reach up to this much. If question is asked, you have to reach there. N starts from the number 1, 2, 3, 4, not from 0. So very simple. You know the phenomena. What is happening? Use the formula, trigonometric formula. That's it. Three things: central maxima, secondary maxima, and minima. Minima you have calculated. Now you are calculating maxima. In this case, first you get the first maxima, secondary maxima, n is equal to 1. N is equal to 1, you will get first secondary maxima. Right? So, n 1, 2, 3, 4 it is going on. First order secondary maxima, n is equal to 1. If that is the case, alpha will be how much? Alpha is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. So alpha is equal to, for n is equal to 1, alpha is equal to 3 pi by 2. 2 plus 1, 3 pi by 2. Very simple. 2 n is equal to 1, you will get 3 pi by 2. That is the condition for first order secondary maximum. Now, what is the intensity? Again help me. I is equal to I naught sin square alpha by alpha square. Sin square alpha is equal to 1. Right? So I naught by how much? Almost equal. If you calculate tan square alpha is equal to 1, right? So then we calculate it. So it will be 1 by 3 pi by 2 whole square. If you calculate this one, it is almost equal to I naught by 22. Completed, tell me. What is the central maximum value? I naught. Now 22 times it is decreasing. I naught is the central maximum. I is equal to for central maximum what you calculate? I naught. Central maximum intensity is I naught. Now it is decreased to 22 times. Right? Acha, first order. Give a heading. Second order. What do we aim value? X is equal to 2. Write down this first. This will be 5 pi by 2. 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5 pi by 2. N is equal to 2, sorry. N is equal to 2. Same thing, again write I is equal to I naught sin square alpha by alpha square. It will be how much? How much it will you can write? 5 pi by 2 whole square is equal to 62. It is decreased to 62 times that of central maximum. Almost equal to that. Second, there you will series of maxima. You can calculate 7 pi by 2 whole square. What is the value? Done. Give me a heading now. Fringe unit. On the screen, what you will get? On the screen, what you will get? On the screen, what you will get? This is 0 point. First order maximum, first, second, third, fourth. This is equal x1, x2, x3, x4. x1 is distance from O to this one, x1, x2, x3, x4 like this. Once again, twice of the central maximum that you have to assume. It cannot be theoretically shown. You have to assume the property of 2 times more than the other value. Okay? That you have to assume. Theoretically, mathematically, you cannot show it. You have to assume the basic phenomena. The width of the central maxima is twice that of secondary maxima or minima. Okay? Fringe width what is called? Fringe width what is called? It is the distance between two successive maxima or two successive minima. x1 to x2, x2 to x3, that is called fringe width. Okay, what is the condition fringe width for maximal? Please give a heading. Fringe width for maximal. Right? What is that? we got this equation. D sin theta is equal to, tell me, D sin theta for maxima is equal to 2a plus 1 into lambda by 2. Right? So, is it correct? Right now we have derived d sin theta is equal to 2n plus 1 by lambda by 2. Theta increases. Theta is not a constant. We can call it theta n. It depends on interior number n. Theta suffix n. N is equal to how much? N is equal to 1, 2, 3 like this. So theta n. Right? Now we are searching in this region. We are searching this region. We are searching on the screen. This is your screen. This region. First order, second order, this one. If xn is very small, if at this distance is big, this distance from the aperture to the screen distance is big. We have mentioned in the first diagram. We have mentioned in the first diagram. No. Screen distance. So D is the aperture to screen distance. D. Capital D. So if in this case, because laser is very small, this theta is very small. In that case, sin theta is equal to theta. If theta n is small, in the diagram, first diagram, once again, I'll give you that. In the one diagram, draw this. P is the from the aperture to the screen distance. This P is mentioned. First diagram mentioned from here to here distance is d. First diagram. From the aperture to the screen distance, that is d. D is generally very large compared to this diagram. Okay, not generally. It is very large. So theta n and sin theta n. Theta n. Right? So sin theta is equal to theta. Then what will get? This equation will get 4 theta n sin theta n is equal to theta n. You will get this equation. No problem. Any doubt? Theta, actually we are searching very narrow range, very small range here. This d is very large, and this theta generally will be very small. Sin theta value we can give you. Sin theta value n is equal to 1 will be how much? Sin theta value we can calculate. N is equal to 1, 3 lambda by 2. Lambda value is how much? 10 to the power minus 6 order. And you see this value is very small. Understand? With this dimension, lambda is very small. Wavelength. So you will get very small value of sin theta. Okay. So sin theta is equal to theta n. So first order maxima, the theta value will be very small. You can get this approximation. Otherwise you will not get any formula. That case, theta n also and also if d is large. D is large in the sense, if d is large in the sense, if d is very large compared to this distance, then you can write as This is almost there. This thing don't be just make you understand. This thing will be almost this straight line, this arc will be almost a straight line. Right? So in that case, theta n I can write as xn by t. Can I write x1, x2, x3, xn? General term. Right? Theta n will be xn by t. In case d is very large compared to xn, and that should be achieved. So we can write d into xn by d is equal to 2n plus 1 lambda by 2. Instead of that, is equal to not, almost equal. Then xn will be how much? Xn will be 1 into d. Final formula. So at what distance you will get first order maxima, second order maxima, third order maxima? This formula tells. X is equal to 1, first maxima, secondary maxima. N is equal to 2, second order maxima, like this. Which distance you will get based on this equation, right? Now, what is fringe width? It is the distance between two successive maxima. Okay. So fringe width defined as En is equal to beta n. Beta n is equal to x n plus 1 minus xn. Two successive maxima. Two successive maxima. What is the distance? You are moving along x axis. Right? Now, this case, this is called beta n, fringe width. Put this equation very simple. First case it will be 2 into, put first case n plus 1. N is equal to one case, n is equal to n plus 1, second case n is equal to n. So I put n is equal to n plus 1. Right? So, n is equal to n plus 1, first case plus 1. And you put this minus xn is equal to how much? 2n plus 1 into everything lambda d by d. Right. Now it will be 3 and it will be 2n. So it will be 2n plus 3 and it will be 2n plus 1. So it will be xn is, you can write as n is equal to n plus 1. Put this here 2 into n plus 1. First case n is equal to n plus 1. 2 into n plus 1. And what is this? I write now. Okay. So this case minus xn will be how much? 2n plus 1 and so if you calculate this value, what will you get? 2n cancel out, 2 plus 1, 3 minus 1, it will be 2. And this 2 will cancel out, it will get lambda by 2. Beta a is equal to lambda d by d. Two successive maximas, what is beta is equal to 2 lambda by d. Lambda d by d. So this is the for principal maximals, principal secondary maximals. Beta width is fringe width is equal to this much. And if you, this general term does not depend on n, right? It does not, n is not there. It is always constant. Does not depend on which maximum. Understand? Now, what is the fringe width of central maximum? What information you are having? It is 2 times than the secondary maxima. So it will be 2 into, remember, and lambda d by 2 lambda d by d. There are different things. This is the distance between the aperture to the screen, and this model is very narrow aperture, 3 feet. So they are not same. We stop here. Just 1 second, and we take a picture of you.